Where's AEW? It's not about counting. It's about.
Yeah, you know this. You think you can tell us what to do, huh? You think that you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better?
You're damn right, Chase. If
And bow to the master.
have 379,000 points to face John Moxley.
Break it down.
What's going on, guys?
We just got tired of doing what you told us to do, and that's the breaks, boy. Yeah, that's the breaks, little man. I said break it down. Degeneration next. Degeneration.
To the Smackdown, a showdown. I'm your host, one of your hosts, Venomous Vincent, alongside, as always, oh, you didn't know. What's going on, Jeffrey? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm feeling great. Tonight's episode of Smackdown was actually plausible for once.
It actually was really good. I can't believe that tonight's SmackDown actually felt like a Raw. Like it actually felt like it was something to watch. I don't know if those guys in the back were actually paying attention to like AEW this weekend over in Clearwater. Maybe they did because that was a great episode with Kenny Omega and MJF. Maybe they listened and saw that and then said, hey, listen, our SmackDown has to be just as good as AEW Dynamite in Clearwater.
Somebody lit a fire under their asses because tonight we actually got a good show. Holy crap.
I got to tell you this. There's two things that stood out to me tonight, okay? Number one, the fact that Johnny Gargano is still laying his stupid ass on a crate of boxes as CM Punk is talking to his wife, or the fact that for the last 3 weeks, MLW was fucking telling all their fans that Baron Corbin was fighting of a contract and he wanted a Range Rover and all these demands. No, idiots. He was going back to the E, and it kicked the shit out of everybody. That's what it was. Now, I love to know. Now, Jeffrey, I would love to know what they're going to say now because all their episodes lately have been taped up to since January. So I'd love to know what they're going to tell us coming up that Baron Corbin is still fighting his contract when if anybody knows the motherfucker's over there and the Big E.
It's first off, Baron Corbin returning was a shocking surprise.
Oh, I knew it happened. I just didn't know when.
I heard the rumors and I said, we'll see if it actually goes down because I also heard about him fighting for contracts and shit like that, the Range Rover business and all that. It was absolute stupidity because who the hell is asking for that from an indie promotion? But his shocking return tonight had the fans in the audience and myself going, holy shit, he's back. And what a pop did he fucking get? Holy crap. Wow.
He did get a good pop, and the crowd was just going bonkers. But let's not waste all our time on this. Let's talk about the beginning of the show, SmackDown. Do you know did you catch it where it came from tonight? I didn't catch that.
No, where were they tonight? They weren't in Chicago. They were in
let me see if I can find it here. I don't know exactly.
Texas?
I don't think I have it here. I don't know where they. Anyways, they came from somewhere close to where they were last night. But the right off the bat, we get CM Punk, the new world champion.
They were in Oklahoma City. They were in Oklahoma City. OKC.
Oh my God! Oh, so cold. And listen, let's pray for JR because he's actually going through some brain. I I know he's going. I know he had a brain surgery today. I don't know exactly the extent. And
it was to deal with it. It was to see if they could try to get rid of his Alzheimer's. It was a procedure.
Did it go okay?
I haven't seen any posts on social media, so I'm not too sure. Knowing JR, the moment he wakes up, he'll probably post something to let us know he's good.
Okay, well,
no news is good news.
Let's just pray for him because he definitely is a big part of the wrestling world, and losing him is like losing like Mean Gene Okerlund.
Absolutely legendary.
So yeah, let's just pray for him. But tonight we start out with the new undisputed champion, CM Punk. We also
did my boy dirty.
Yeah,
they did my boy Sammy dirty. Monday night they were just throwing dirt everywhere. They did the Street Profits dirty. They did Sami Zayn dirty. Yo, F you, triple fraud.
I can't believe they took the belts off of the Street Profits and put them back on the Bozos divisions when we know that everybody and their mother loves the Street Profits and they're such a great tag team. Like, why would you ruin something?
Apparently, it's because they're both expecting. Like, Montez Ford is expecting his baby with Bianca Belair. Angelo Dawkins is also expecting a baby. So I guess they're going to be on paternity leave, which is fine. But I also look at it as a double standard because Dominic Mysterio, oh, you injured? Keep the belt. Rhea Ripley, you're injured? No, when Dominic Mysterio had the IC title, he was injured for a while. They let him keep the belt. Rhea Ripley's injured.
I don't understand why they're keeping the belt for her when she's injured. Let somebody hold it for a little bit so they can at least enjoy it a little,
No, they're tired of her making the promo of, I'm going to take back the title. I never lost, eh? And then, but Street Profits, oh, you're going to be fathers? That don't work for me, brother. I'm going to need you to give up them titles.
That's crazy.
Who you telling?
We start off the show with this promo. Talk about Sami Zayn. You have Cody Rhodes there. Sum it up for me, Jeffrey. What happened in this promo? Because I was watching it, but I kind of have it on mute. So,
of course, Cody and CM Punk set a match for SummerSlam, which we knew this was coming.
I did see that.
They're having a WWE title match at SummerSlam. From the looks of things, it might end up being a three-way schmoz fest, or it could be a four-way schmoz fest due to the fact that later on in the night, Gunther and Sami Zayn both assaulted. Yeah, I call it a schmoz fest at this match. At this point, it ain't a one-on-one. If three or four more people are involved, it's a schmoz fest. Yup, that's right. Hit them with the toilet. It's a schmoz fest. So SummerSlam.
And I got something for you. Something else for you. Hold on. Are you crying? Crying? There's no crying in baseball. That's
Legendary.
Right. There's no crying in WWE is what I said. What's up? What's up, Jeffrey? How you doing, buddy?
Yo, Jeffrey, what's going on, brother?
So they're setting this match up at SummerSlam. It's going to be Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. You know what? I actually was on. I was actually on Monday night Rated R review this past Monday. Thank you so much, Cactus Katie and executive consultant for having me on. Fly Eagles Fly. I wanted to say that I was very surprised. Oh my God. I just had a brain fart. What were we talking about? What were we saying before I went on this?
This is what happens when a good episode of Raw pops up out of garbage we've been getting for months. All right? You're so dumbfounded. It's like, yo, wait. Tonight was a really good episode. What the fuck happened again?
What was I talking about before I went there? I was talking about somebody.
The Cody Rhodes CM Punk match, which is, like I said, it's going to end up being a schmoz fest.
Okay. So on Raw, me and both the executive consultant had a couple debates, and one of the debates was, did Cody Rhodes and CM Punk have a title match before? I could have sworn these two were setting something up, or they had something going on for a match. And I guess I was totally wrong because I couldn't find nothing on there. But unless they canceled it, Jeffrey, I could have sworn these guys were at one point going to fight each other for the title.
The night after WrestleMania, it was hinted. It was hinted because they had a promo exchange, where it was at the end of the promo exchange where Cody had said, and I quote, CM Punk had said, "You never know when an opportunity of a WWE championship is going to fall on my lap." The segment ended with Cody Rhodes telling Punk, "Name your time, name your place," and then Punk disappeared for 3 months.
Okay, so I wasn't crazy.
No, it was definitely hinted at the night after WrestleMania, but after that, Punk disappeared, and we didn't see him until last Monday night when he showed back up and robbed Sami Zayn of that title.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, man. I mean, listen, I understand. Here's what I don't get. Like, people say to me, like, well, wouldn't you like to be recognized as a champion in WWE, like in the record books? Not really, if it's only for 9 days. Like, don't even give it to me. Like, what's 9 days? Like, what's 9 days of promos on my Instagram and Facebook gonna do for me in the record books? It's kind of like getting this. It's like having the shortest reign of eliminations in a Royal Rumble.
I mean, absolutely, but then you also look at the bigger picture. Sammy's now Grand Slam.
I mean, come on.
He's Grand Slam. So, in all honesty, whether it's 1 day, like I believe the shortest title reign I've ever seen was Drew McIntyre, and before that was
you're wrong. You're wrong. Bob Backlund.
Whoa. I thought Bob Backlund had the longest title reign.
Never he won the title, and then right afterwards in Madison Square Garden, Diesel powerbombed him and he won the title.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
It was quick. But all right. So you say Grand Slam, and that's cool and all, but for me, I don't. It's kind of like the Hall of Fame. I have a hard time believing that both the Bushwhackers, the Nasty Boys, and Jake the Snake Roberts should be in there. They're only in there because they contributed to the business. Jake the Snake never won the title. The Nasty Boys had the titles for a very short time. The Bushwhackers, I don't even know if those guys won the titles. But what I'm saying is that that's how I feel about Sami Zayn. He's been there for so freaking long. They just give him the fucking titles. Like, honestly, he's not that great of a wrestler. Like, him and Kevin Owens are like FCW NXT material. Like, they're nothing to throw a stick at, okay? They're not a Roman Reigns. They're not a CM Punk. They're not a Randy Orton. For God's sakes, they're not even a fucking they're not even a fucking Briscoe brothers. Like, they're just there. Like, they're just there.
Sami Zayn, all right. Will I give him the top wrestling talent? No, but his body of work spoke for itself. He could take dog shit and turn it into a 3-course meal for the fans. Like, you give him, he's kind of in the same spectrum as R-Truth. You give him anything, and they'll make something out of it, no matter what it is. So, like, yeah, wrestling wise, I wouldn't put him up there with like the likes of Kurt Angle or even Chris Benoit. I know I just mentioned a taboo name, but his body of work, character wise, I would definitely give him that. Like, his body of work has been somewhat amazing. So when they threw the title on him,
I'll give you
his body of work is amazing.
That's all it is. And even for Jake the Snake, it might be the body of work, but it's a shame that this man never got a chance to have a title. It's a fucking shame that Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, never got a chance to hold the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
That's shocking. That was shocking because Razor Ramon was something special. And
yes,
that was them dropping the ball. They dropped the ball with Razor Ramon. Like, they dropped the ball with a lot of talent over the years, over the decades. So it's not surprising to me what they did to Sammy. I think what's really shocked me the most is just like, why do him so dirty like that? Like, if you're gonna give him a short title reign, at least let him walk into SummerSlam with it. Not 9 days. 9 days, it just shows they gave up on him.
Well, what I looked up was that Sami Zayn said he didn't want to have that much pressure on, so that's why he gave the title up. But I want to answer this question. It says Baron Corbin is back. I was like, wow. WWE TKO let Kev Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Sheamus go. I didn't even know Sheamus was gone. Well, when did they let Sheamus?
He left last week. They announced it last week. He didn't renew his contract because TKO tried to give him a revision and lower his pay, and he wasn't having it.
Well, I mean, listen, I got to tell you, and a lot of fans are going to hate me for this, but I honestly don't think that Baron Corbin, or no, excuse me, Xavier Woods or Kofi Kingston are any good anymore. I'm going to say that they can't go as much as Baron Corbin. Their storylines were very sour. The New Day was dead. Sheamus, when I can't even tell you the last time. You know what? It's funny. I'm actually going to look up right now. Let's see. Sheamus.
His last match was with Cena. His last appearance was the Cena match. Cena's last Raw appearance was Sheamus' last appearance as well.
I mean, how long ago was that?
Last December.
November 17th.
End of November.
November 17th was his last match. So I mean, listen, I get what you're saying about all these wrestlers, but I can't even tell you the last time I saw Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Sheamus wrestle. Like that's how bad. Okay, so Ziggler's now.
But here's the thing: you can't blame them. You blame Triple Fraud and the booking department, who just keeps throwing baloney at the goddamn wall.
That's not true. No. Ziggler was a champion. Ziggler was a WWE champion.
Yeah, he won it twice. I believe he earned it twice.
Yeah, Ziggler was WWE champion. That's wrong. Ziggler was a champion. What were you saying?
When it comes to the New Day, their downfall was Triple Fraud in the booking. In all honesty, Triple Fraud fucked that up completely. Like you're booking Triple Fraud's booking talents is about as useful as soap in somebody's ass with no water. Like you're trying to wash your ass with no. It's terrible. And in all honesty, the New Day got fucked over by bad booking decisions, dropping the ball on them, led to TKO saying, you know what? We don't think we should be paying you this much. They knew what they were worth. The New Day was something special. But of course,
rocks. Instead of soap, they're washing with rocks.
They're washing with rocks. Like it's crazy work. Like that. I blame the booking of Triple Fraud. The doofus son-in-law, he had no business doing what he did. Like he turned them heel. You had them white hot as heels. Rather than roll with that ball and make another special one with the New Day with those two, you drop the fucking ball and let them disappear off TV. And you know what? Now that I think about it, nobody should be upset that Rhea Ripley got the title and she's off TV. You know how many people had a title and they just disappeared? Io Sky was champion last year. We didn't fucking know why, because she disappeared off TV for fucking months. Just disappeared for months. And you know what? I forgot they added Grayson Waller. I forgot. And where's Grayson Waller now? Over there, back with the captains of catering, serving triple layer.
Grayson Waller's gone.
He's gone?
Yeah, they fired him. Yeah, he's in another promotion. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, he's gone. He hasn't been with them for like 3 months.
Oh shit, Frank!
Him and the other doofus. Yeah, they're gone. Let's actually get in. Let's get into tonight's show. We start our first match.
I didn't even know he was gone.
Our first match is Finn Balor taking on Tama Tonga, and actually, I just realized this tonight. I was watching I don't know if you follow Chris Van Fleet, but he just did an interview with Finn Balor last week, and
I saw that.
Very interesting was two things I didn't know. Number one, I didn't know that the match he had in Saudi Arabia, they don't allow people to bring face paint over to their country.
No.
Because there's alcohol in it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not allowed to drink alcohol over there, right?
Exactly. That's exactly
so how the fuck do you get fucked up over there?
Weed.
There's no alcohol at all over there?
No.
Wow. So
not that there's no alcohol over there. I think at the time when the pay-per-view was going on, it's considered a dry country.
So he went blind in the match because of whatever the paint they used.
Mm-hmm.
It made his eyes swell up and he couldn't see in the match.
Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah, and he still somehow was able to keep going.
Not seeing.
which is wild. Like, shout out to Finn Balor for that one. That's amazing because very few guys have done something like that in their wrestling careers. Like Finn Balor would probably be the third person I heard of wrestling a match where you were severely injured, but you kept it going. Because I believe Taker did it with a concussion. Fucking Cody Rhodes did it with his pectoral muscle torn off the fucking bone.
Yeah.
And Finn Balor's doing it blind. So shout out to Finn Balor for that one.
So this wasn't a bad match. I feel like I gotta tell you this. It's been a while since I've watched a SmackDown where we watch fresh faces hit the screen. We haven't seen Finn Balor on SmackDown, and I can't tell you how long. So this was great to see him against Tama Tonga. I mean, we see Tama Tonga, Chimichanga, and Tamaloa all the freaking time. So to see Finn Balor, Finn Balor picks up the win, but it actually wasn't a bad match. I mean, when you watch Finn Balor, I'm very surprised that they've not made Finn Balor champion again after what happened when he won the Universal for the first time. Like, they dropped the ball on Finn Balor.
I think when he first got the U.S. title, I mean the Universal Championship, his injury definitely sidelined him. All right, cool. The second chance he got at it again was with Seth Rollins. No, it was Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns was on that historic run. So with that historic run going on, it was like, okay, they're not going to give it to him. They definitely dropped the ball with him and Seth Rollins, and again with CM Punk. I feel like, yeah, don't get me wrong, Punk is really good. It's cool to see Punk back, but Balor's the more in shape, in ring competitor. So it should definitely always, in my eyes, in my opinion, it should have went to Finn Balor.
So we move on real quick. I just want to mention this quick promo in the back. That lady that I remember I texted you, said, "Who is this?" She was good looking. Her name was Kathy.
Kathy
she
Kelly?
interviews,
Kathy Kelly?
I guess it didn't even look like her.
She must have gotten some plastic surgery done.
She interviews Carmelo Hayes. And Carmelo Hayes talks about Little Yachty and Trick Williams. Which they had a match tonight on SmackDown, which we'll get to a little later. Also, we see Axiom and Frazier with R-Truth and the War Raiders do a promo, and also Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu is also in this promo. So a lot of stuff going. That's why I don't like talking about backstage stuff, because there's too much going on backstage. There's too much back and forth camaraderie, and it's honestly we don't really have the time to talk about it.
No, absolutely not. It's still it's a big mess back there. Like, if you're gonna give me a backstage segment, give me a segment that furthers the storyline. In all honesty, I don't need stuffed crust two-tone every topping involved pizza with anchovies on it. Fuck out of here.
Let's talk about Royce Keys and Jimmy Uso. On the part of Jimmy Uso, this was not a bad match. I still can't really grasp the concept of what they're doing with Royce Keys. I still think him leaving AEW was a mistake, because I don't really think they're doing a whole lot with him. Come 3 months after SummerSlam, they're not going to have anything for him. Like, they don't have anything for him now. So what makes you think they're going to have something for him in 3 months?
Here's my thing. This match was pretty solid. My thing is, why are we putting Mid-Jim Uso over? Mid-Jim Mid-Jim should never have gone over on Royce Keys. Like, this is crazy. But I guess they're trying to just further this whole three-way storyline between him, Jacob Fatu, and freaking Solo Sikoa, which by the end of this match, it looked like Royce Keys is picking Solo Sikoa, and Bloodline stays Bloodline. That's fine. I guess they're trying to freshen up this Bloodline storyline with whatever they can. Do I care for it? Nah, not really. Not really. I'm already.
Well, there was a lot going on in this match, wasn't there? I mean, and on the outside, you had Jacob Fatu and you had Solo Sikoa go at it on the outside of the match. So there was a whole lot going on in this match.
Yeah, so you had Solo Sikoa who interfered, spiked Jimmy. Jacob Fatu shows up. Him and Solo Sikoa are doing battle, and somehow mid Jim Uso just has the spear of Roman Reigns and the gods behind him, and is able to put down Peyton Royce's car keys with it. Enough. Yes, yeah, absolutely. You know what? Yes, Jeffrey, absolutely. He was wearing Naomi's "Proceed with Caution" T-shirt. Shout out to Naomi. I believe she's giving birth soon, if she hasn't given birth already.
You know, Jimmy remind me of. Jimmy reminds me of Big Bill from AEW.
He definitely does remind me of Big Bill. He definitely
they're doing
does.
nothing with him. Like he's just there. Like there's nothing going on with Jimmy Uso.
No, mid Jim Uso just needs to go away somewhere. Like there's no point in trying to make him. I guess they're trying to give him the same type of stardom that Jay has, but Jay had a catchy catchphrase, and he was able to relate to Jay and his story. Otherwise, no, beat it. No one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares. Mid Jim Uso is not supposed to go over Royce car keys, Peyton Royce's car keys.
We go right into another match. Alexa Bliss with Charlotte taking on Jade Cargill and Michin with B-Fab. I'm gonna tell you what, I really honestly think that if any of these wrestlers should have gone, it should have been Michin and B-Fab. I mean, if this is not the biggest waste of space on SmackDown, I don't know what is. I mean, B-Fab was part of some stupid rap group when she first started. She didn't know how to wrestle her way out of a paper bag. Okay, she still kind of doesn't know how to wrestle out of a wet paper bag. And Michin, I mean, Michin was good when she came for the Mae Young Classic. Okay, now we've turned her into like some kind of hip hop TLC Biggie Smalls Little Kim character. I don't know what you're doing with B-Fab and Michin. I don't even know why you would call her Michin. What is me? What does that even mean? Michin. What is that? That's a horrible name.
I remember it stood for something. I think it was a playoff of Mitch, which is the acronym for my bitch. But
okay.
I don't know why they use that name. Mia Yim was just fine, but
hey, you know what?
Hey, live your life. Absolutely, I agree. You know what? She might be ready to come back. Naomi might be ready. I don't know when she gave birth. I don't remember when she gave birth, but I would not be surprised if she is ready to return.
I got to tell you, like 2 years ago, I was at my local wing place over here in Sanford, and I was sitting at the bar I was at the Mexican restaurant having a drink. I sit here and I see two people walk in. The only reason why I knew it was Jimmy Uso was because of his tattoo and his red hair. I said, there's no way that Jimmy Uso is sitting at the bar 2 minutes from my house on my street and Naomi's out front on the phone. There's no way. So he leaves. He goes to the bar next door. I go over there. I do like 3 laps and I'm like, this is definitely him. I go outside. Naomi knew I knew who she was, and she kept kind of turning her back on me because she didn't want to answer me. I go up to Jimmy Uso and I'm like, and he goes, yeah. He goes, and I'm like, oh man, cool. And I was like, can I just get a picture? And he was going to say no to me, but he was cool to say yes. But I got to tell you though, Naomi is definitely not for the fans. She's definitely not. The Usos are definitely not people. Like, if you buy a meet and greet, cool, but they're not approachable out and about. So if you think twice about approaching the Usos and Naomi.
That's crazy. You have a different experience because former UPR guy Joker John Downing and Gabby, who used to do the AEW shows, they actually had a different experience to a point where I think they almost got the Usos to come to the wedding. And the Usos that they met is probably far different than the Usos you probably met. So
yeah, but they probably met
maybe
him
over time.
They probably met him before they were big.
Well, the Usos kind of been big since 2014. This was probably knee deep into the heel run when they met him. So it just could have been a lot that they had going on. Like one thing I did notice, and I've always said this: if you see these guys in public, simple what up and just keep it pushing because you never know what they're going through because they always got fans attacking them or doing some wild shit as of lately. So I get it to some degree, but if you're not trying to be, I guess interactive with fans in public, maybe don't go to a public spot. Like at the end of the day, like you're a celebrity. You gotta know you gotta know being a celebrity is gonna come with its costs and benefits. You're on TV every fucking week. People are gonna know who the hell you are. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. So what do you think about this match?
Um, the match was okay. It was the ending that really got me because and shout out to freaking Alexa Bliss because she's double jointed and she has this weird talent of making her arm looks like it's snapped in two, and it's kind of cool to see that. And it was brutal. The ending, the beatdown at the end was kind of brutal. I am also glad that the match finish wasn't one of the most destructive moves in the wrestling game today, the fruit roll up. All right, it was ended with a jaded. So that off rip already put a positive for the match for me. Pretty cool outside interference shenanigans as always, but it was the aftermatch beatdown, the post match beatdown that really made it something special.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't my favorite match on the card tonight. But we have some of those. Moving on from this match, I got to tell you, and even watching Charlotte, I say this every week. She doesn't look like herself when she left. Like it's a whole new Charlotte. Like it's not the same. Let's take risks and jump off the top rope. Like she's taking things very slowly, and you can tell that she's not going full force like she was before she left.
She got knee issues. Like once the knees give out, that's a whole lot of your movement and momentum already gone. So now you gotta slow down. Like in all honesty, how old is Charlotte Flair now? Probably in her 30s, but she's already got like crazy bad knees. Like let's be real, you can compare it to athletes like basketball athletes. Dwayne Wade, prime example. D Wade, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But due to the fact that he really overused his knees, he had bum knees, he had to retire early. Like he came in the same time LeBron did, but he had to retire early due to the fact that he had bad knees. So at the end of the day, you can only get but so far with some bum knees. Like you can't do the high flying shit that you was once capable of. You lose a spring in your step. So I can't really blame her for it that she's slowing down. If anything, I give her credit for trying to switch up her moveset to still be able to entertain everyone while not being able to do some of these high flying shit. Because let's be real, the high flying shit you see out of people like Penta, Bouncy Evans, even Io Sky, at the end of the day, that shit's gonna catch up with you probably faster and sooner than you think. Because that shit takes a toll on your body.
It definitely does. And I mean, when Stone Cold started running his career down, he had 2 knee braces on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had 2 bad knees, a bad neck. Like
yeah,
he was on the brinks of his body was on the brinks of just saying, "Nah, I'm done. Call it quits."
Before we get into this match, I don't know when the promo was, but there was a promo with Little Yachty and Trick Williams where was this the first time we saw Trick Williams a fluffy United States Championship belt?
Yeah, that was his own custom personal belt. To me, that shit is ugly, uglier than dog shit.
Well, it goes with his fluffy coat, so I understand.
And that coat is also uglier than dog shit.
Would you wear a pair of lemon pepper steppers?
No, I'd probably want to eat it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My fat ass would look and be like, you know what? Let me get some dipping sauce and try to eat that shit.
We're gonna go in the match for Carmelo Hayes taking on Trick Williams with Little Yachty. How long is this Little Yachty gonna go on for? Is SummerSlam the last we're gonna see of him? Like, does this guy have to make a new album? Does he have a new single out? Like, let's move on with this.
I think Little Yachty's here to stay. I think he's here to stay for quite some time. Yeah, I know. I said the same thing, right? I don't really care for Little Yachty, in all honesty. Like I don't really care. His music was trash. His podcast was trash. At one point, he probably still does look like he has a bunch of Twizzlers on his head. I don't really care for Little Yachty.
I got you. So let's get into this match. What do we think about this?
Charlotte is 40? Oh yeah, hell yeah, she's not gonna have the pep in her step. What? I didn't realize that. She's 40. Yeah, them knees definitely caught up with her. Yeah, she's at the point in her career where it's starting to wind down.
I guess tonight we missed it, but it says that Charlotte Flair suffers 2 X-rated wardrobe malfunctions on WWE live television.
I'm not surprised. It's most likely her titties popped out again. But
she is skinny as hell.
Like, I'm surprised anything even fits you no more. And then you went and got yourself some breast implants. Like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Oh boy. I tell you, whenever you watch Carmelo Hayes in the ring, it's not a bad match. He can go. It looks him and Trick Williams have great chemistry. And I really think this, besides the Finn Balor match, this was another great match that I could put up there with. Even at the end when you see the shocking return of Baron Corbin, nobody saw this coming. We did not see that Baron Corbin was going to take out both these guys.
No, absolutely not. Like that, like I said, that was one of the most shocking returns I've seen in quite a while. And the pop he got was something special. Like, the pop he got was definitely something special. Good to see Baron Corbin back. Definitely something that's been missed. Carmelo Hayes, I feel like they're dropping the ball with him because here's a guy that can really go. He's very talented. He's on my list of one of the most underrated performers. Like, he's up there with Chad Gable. Like, these guys are solid in the ring, and I feel like Triple Fraud, the doofus son-in-law, just don't know when to freaking how to book any of these guys at all. Like, he's just throwing baloney on the wall and seeing what sticks at this point. And I'm getting sick of his nonsense. His shenanigans need to go.
Well, I mean, if the ratings are up, they're gonna stay, right?
I guess. Nah, Jeffrey, you know what? I actually like his original theme. The Lone Wolf theme was actually one of my favorite themes from Baron Corbin. Bring that.
Did he have a new theme tonight?
I believe he came back with the theme he had when he left.
Oh, I couldn't even hear it. I didn't even hear it.
It was faint, but I definitely heard it.
Let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about the situation going on with Nick Aldis and Gunther. I believe, and I'm only speculating, but I believe that this is going to be a match at SummerSlam, Gunther versus Nick Aldis.
I guess he's trying to retire Nick Aldis because he knows he ain't going to get Brock.
Yeah, there has to be. They wouldn't be putting this much effort. I mean, and tonight with the battle they had, or with him choking out Nick Aldis, there's no way there's not going to be a battle between these two guys coming up soon.
Yeah, that's it's happening. It's definitely happening. Like, I guess they finally taken the suit and tie off Nick Aldis and putting his ass in the ring because, in all honesty, he can go. Yeah, I don't know why he hasn't gone like in the ring yet. Great authority figure, but he can definitely go. So, like, I know that's going to be definitely a good classic. In all honesty, Goon Jobber is nothing special to me. I don't really care for Goon Jobber. There's nothing special about him to me anymore. Like, to me, Goon Jobber's lost his spark. That ring general shit is out the window. And the only thing you've been killing is your own career, my friend. No one cares. No one cares. You got tapped out by Jey Uso in 8 minutes. You had a 50-50 match with Patrick McAfee, a commentator, which is wild to me. Jesus Christ. So yeah, Goon Jobber can go somewhere.
And I mean, we see. I mean, how many times have we seen these two either battle it out, come close to like throwing bows? Like it's been the last what 3 weeks now.
Yeah, give or take. Give or take about the last 3 weeks. Ever since Gunther lost the first world title shot against Cody, it's been boiling. So this is all spilled over. This is probably going at SummerSlam because Saturday night's main event is supposed to be Punk and Rhodes versus Gunther and Sami Zayn, which I don't know why. I figured they were going to just let Sami Zayn go rejoin the Bloodline. Like this, it seems like they're hinting that he's going by.
I hate when they give stupid matches out. For Saturday. I mean, you're having the biggest. This is one of the biggest Saturday night's main events in a while, and it's coming to one of the actual buildings that Saturday night's main event became famous for. But you're gonna give us a tag team match as the main event? Like what the freak is that?
I don't even know, bro. I thought they were going to give Gunther a final title shot, but at the end of the day, like they're treating Saturday Night Main Event as a glorified house show. So they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn soon enough. They're gonna learn soon enough. People are just gonna start to revolt.
Let's talk about this CM Punk, Candice LeRae, and Fish Boy, Johnny Gargano laying there like a dead fish on a box. This guy, here's the sad part about Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano should be finishing his WWE career on NXT and making that brand stronger than it is. There's so many people that want to see him wrestle, but instead of that, they're making him, and I could be totally wrong about this. Like me and you could be sitting here doing a show thinking that he doesn't, like they're giving him the shit, or it could be the opposite. And Johnny Gargano's holding out saying, listen, if you're not going to give me something solid, I'm just going to sit on this case with my face facing the floor and give you nothing. So, so we don't know. Like, we don't know. I mean, CM Punk, I mean, you heard CM Punk tonight. He had some words to tell him sitting on the trunk.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, you just look at it and it's like, bruh, get your stupid ass up. Go do something with your life. Like, this is retarded. But at the end of the day, I don't know what they're doing. I think it's just triple fraud. He's creatively bankrupt. You don't know what he's doing. Get rid of him. Like, him as the booker has been the worst thing to ever happen to this company.
I mean, I would tell you this right now. I give it 2 more years, he won't be in that position. I'm surprised he's lasted this long.
I mean, at one point, he was a triple fraud guy.
Yeah, I'm just surprised I'm surprised he's lasted this long because I just feel that TKO, when they came in, I could have sworn they were going to get rid of everybody that Vince McMahon had as a part of the old company and start new.
They would have, but Triple Fraud had his nose so far up Nick Khan's ass and helping Nick Khan boot out the old man that he got something in return. Nick Khan was looking out after him, and don't get me started on that lying piece of shit, Nick Khan. This motherfucker is something different.
Why? What do you mean?
He keeps lying. Like every fucking word that comes out of his mouth is a lie. He had the balls to sit there and say, "Oh, WrestleMania 40 was planned like that. We planned to work you guys and make you guys believe that Cody was going to give up this." Bruh, y'all put out a whole documentary that said otherwise. Shut your ass up and get back in the back and go do some fucking paperwork.
Boy, I tell you what. When is it? This week or next week that the Unseen season 3 comes out?
You know what? I find nothing interesting. The only thing I'm going to find interesting is what the hell really happened with the New Day and their contracts. I want to see how they try to fucking spin that.
I hope that whole Brock Lesnar thing, I hope that was part of that, because if not, they just shows you that WWE is they're so like weak that they have to rely on old talent to help them sell tickets.
Listen, the retirement of Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, which was something crazy. I don't think anybody knew about it. I really do believe he was just done and didn't care. And at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? We're creatively bankrupt. We have nothing. Hey, Brock, you want to make a quick Bayday? Show up. That's exactly what it did. We have nothing. Send Brock.
That's pretty bad, isn't it?
Damn sure is. It damn sure is. But that's their own fault. That's their own fault. You're not trying to make any more stars. You got this whole bloated roster full of talent, and you're not trying to make any more stars. Yeah, look at what they did to Goon Jobber, the career killer. You retired 3 people, and now you're Goon Jobber. That's all he is. He's Goon Jobber now. No one cares. Like you retired 3 people, only to be wrestling a GM. Really? This is all we got for you? Get your stupid ass out of here.
That's it, man. That's all they have for us.
That's like literally all of last year. What did we get? Fucking Masked Men, Scooby Doo mysteries, and fucking Masked Men in the ring doing a Stu Notch shuffle with Seth Rollins. Like,
do you remember? You remember when Vince McMahon was the head of everything, and he was making stupid movies like Scooby Doo and like The Big Show and like you remember all those stupid movies they and you would look around going, who in their right mind is going to watch this unless they're a wrestling fan?
Basically, all Triple Fraud did was say, "Hey, let's bring it to real life." Scooby Doo mystery. Who done
What's
it?
up, Mad Dog? How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Mad Dog? Like that's all it was. It was always who done it, why they do it, and then you know what? Put a bunch of masked men in the ring to do the Stu Notch shuffle. Like no one cares. Get your stupid asses out of here.
Well, that is SmackDown for this week, man. We went with the crick. The show ends with Nick Aldis trying to tell Gunther that at Saturday night's main event is going to be him and Sami Zayn taking on Jeffrey.
Punk and Rhodes, yeah. Dr. Libations and Old Man Punk.
Dr. Libations. I'm very surprised that they didn't keep going with the feed and they cut it out right before, even before Cody Rhodes came on in the ring.
Good. No one wanted to see Dr. Libations. Get your stupid ass off the TV. We're done with your nonsense. Oh you lost the title. No one wants to hear you talk about I respect you and I love you. I need you. I'm proud of you.
What do you guys want to talk about tonight?
Yeah, they don't call me Mr. Raheem Rhodes for no reason. You want to compare your junk to mine? Like, get your ass out of here, man.
He said Raheem Rhodes. Stupid.
Somebody needs to kick him right in the Raheems.
All right, guys. Before we go, let's talk about a couple things before we head out into the sunset. Last night was the last night of UPR's Federation Thursday. We ended the night off with movies with
classic.
One of your favorites.
One of my favorites of all time.
Crying in baseball. Who picked this? You or
I did.
Jeffery?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. This was one of my favorite movies.
League of Their Own. If you guys have not checked the episode out, it dropped yesterday. You can go to YouTube and type in Unpopular Reviews Entertainment, and then it's there. Also, check it out on my Facebook or Jeffrey's Facebook if you put it on there. You can put the episode will be up there. So we are recording sometime next week a new set of did we figure out what we're doing?
Basketball movies, Space Jam, The Sixth Man, and Basketball.
Okay. All right. So that will be next Wednesday. Actually, that will be next Thursday. Excuse me. Next Thursday, we'll have those reviews. Let's talk about what's going on with UPR Wrestling channel. We got loads and loads and loads of shows. Let's go through them real quick. Monday nights, Monday Night Review, rated R review show. It is Cactus Katie and the executive consultant will hold it down. Sometimes you get Steamin' Willie Beeman over there. This week I filled in this week, and it was an interesting show, guys. So check that out. Tuesday
never
nights,
know who's gonna pop up on Raw.
You never
I've been
know.
there already. Never know who's gonna pop up. Because Steaming Willie Beeman ain't always there.
No. Tuesday nights, it is NXT with Matt and Mad Dog Kelly and the Wrestling Doll as they throw it down on Tuesday nights. NXT is really not that bad of a show to watch, man. I tell you what, it's more interesting to watch than SmackDown.
Absolutely. So shout out to the Mad Dog and Wrestling Doll, always holding it down on NXT.
Wednesday nights, we have an AEW, the All Elite Heat podcast with the Sheriff and Bobby holding it down for there. And then you can catch us right back here next Friday night, right after SmackDown for the SmackDown Showdown. Me, the Venomous, and Jeffrey holding it down, talking about reviews. And then I also found out, too, that me and you are in charge of anything WWE related when it comes to pay-per-views.
That works. If we're going to do that, Mad Dog ain't here no more. It's time to boot that out and throw me in there, all right? Shout out to Mad Dog. It's nothing but love for you guys. But Mad Dog, you're out of here. I need to be in the intro. That's a sick intro. But my face should be in there. Why is Mad Dog still here?
Next week, I will be debuting a brand new intro, so check that out. But until next week, guys, I am your host, Venomous Vincent, alongside of Jeffrey, and we will check you guys out next week for the SmackDown Showdown. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Peace out. One love, baby.